Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Harry Muppet, and welcome to another Daily Masters cast. So, as you can see, both of the players have been blanked out here, but we do have NaNiwa down the bottom left side of the map as our blue Protoss player, and up the top right side of the map we do have Innovation as our red Terran player. So yeah, have not cast a game of Innovation yet, but I do believe off the top of my head that he was the winner of WCS Season 1 final. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I do believe, yeah, that he was the winner of that. So yeah, that was pretty freaking awesome. But moving on, yeah, we're going to be seeing how he does in this game against NaNiwa, and of course we know that NaNiwa is an extraordinarily good Protoss player, and I guess we can safely assume that Innovation is an extraordinarily good Terran player. So definitely going to be an awesome matchup right here. And yeah, just going to be checking out early game what these guys get up to. There's actually, look at this shadow here. I am not sure what that shadow is, but I'm pretty sure. So look at this little thing over there. I think it's just one of these levers or something like that was going up and down. It probably just because I've got the shadows not 100%. I haven't got really high anti-aliasing or any sort of shadow graphics or anything like that. So that's probably why it looked a little bit dodgy there. But it's very interesting. But still pretty cool. And all right, moving on. Not much going on in this game. I guess the most important thing will be to see whether each of these players will go for a fast expansion or not. And yeah, I mean, not much else. We do have a very fast Reaper coming out for Innovation, and with a Cybercore on the way, I feel like NaNiwa is not going to have too many problems getting out a Stalker if he needs to push that Reaper away. I feel like he's going to be quite fine. And was he actually? It looks like we have an extraordinarily large amount of minerals. So there we go. Innovation throwing down his command center, and NaNiwa throwing off his Nexus almost at exactly the same time. So that's going to be pretty sweet. And now NaNiwa just has to worry about getting the Stalker off. He is going to be getting the Mothership Core out, and that will definitely be fairly good at getting rid of the Reaper, but definitely not going to be as fast as the Reaper. So the Reaper could definitely run circles around the Mothership Core, even if it cannot directly damage it. And the Reaper actually choosing to go around the long way here. I'm not sure why he is doing that. Just getting the Watchtower first, jumping around a bit. He's not building any reinforcing Reapers, so he's not looking to go in with like 2 or 3 of the guys and do some serious damage. He's just got one. So yeah, it's very interesting that he hasn't actually moved in just to put pressure, just to force a Stalker out of NaNiwa. I mean, he was probably going to build one anyway, but I guess Innovation is a little bit more worried about the possibility of NaNiwa having one of these watchtowers and just scouting a lot of stuff all over the map. So he's definitely scouted all of them, and I think he's possibly going to go in right now, but definitely I do not think that NaNiwa is in any sort of danger anymore from the Reaper. He's got one Stalker out, he's got the Mothership Core out somewhere, so he should be quite fine as far as knocking this guy away. And there we go, coming right up the front ramp, and the Reaper gonna just get hit directly from the Stalker. Gonna try and hit some workers, but there's no way that he's gonna be able to take any of them out with the Stalker up here. We could probably expect to see, there we go, there's a second Stalker. He's gonna be over this side. So this base extremely well defended. But what have we got going on here is a pack of 6 Marines coming in. And I still feel like NaNiwa is not in trouble. I mean, the Stalker, there's got 2 Stalkers, and he's got a 3rd one on the way. That's probably going to be enough to take out 6 Marines. And actually, the Reaper getting all the way to the back of the base, and the Reaper choosing not to attack stuff. His main job is to keep the Stalkers away from the front ramp, which is doing very nicely. The Observer is going to see the Marines coming in though, and NaNiwa getting all 3 of his Stalkers over here. He may indeed lose some workers here, choosing to attack this first though, and that Stalker is just going to go all over the place. Luckily, we do have a robotics facility already out for NaNiwa, so he's got to worry a little bit about this, but I feel like the Observer may just make it out earlier, and the Widow Mine will be going out there, just getting completely shot off by the Stalkers, but it did get one Stalker kill, so that is definitely not bad. And here we go, a bunch of Marines over there, and a medevac filled with a bunch more Marines, and a couple of Widow Mines. So this is actually going to be quite a serious attack right here, getting a cannon just to spot those Widow Mines. And yeah, it's becoming a little bit clearer that Innovation has gotten quite a decent amount of forces, and NaNiwa definitely needs to start building a few more. I don't think he actually has that many gateways, but overcharging the Nexus at a beautiful point, and oh my god, what, I don't know if that was luck or skill or a bit of both, but managing to take out the medevac with those 4 Stalkers, didn't even need Blink to do it, and absolutely brilliant, really brilliant right there. And that is going to give NaNiwa quite a lead, I feel, in this battle, because he did not have to trade very much to take those guys out. Basically, he just got 6 or 7 units, and one of them was a very gas heavy medevac, and he basically didn't have to lose any units to take them all out. So that is going to put him in a very good position in this game. Observer unfortunately taken out, but he did see the massive amount of Marines over here, and NaNiwa, he's managed to make it work. I thought going for the very fast tech, going for the fast robotics bay to get the Colossus out might leave him open to a very low tech, high unit count sort of army from Innovation, but with that dropship, with that medevac being taken out by those Stalkers, I feel like he negated that somewhat, because he had about 10 Marines out there and he had the dropship, so he's going to do a 2-pronged attack, but the medevac just got destroyed without really doing anything, and the other guy's just like, yep, we're not going in there. It's not going to happen. So far, I mean, NaNiwa doing a great job. A little bit of luck, but overall, some really nice stuff. And Innovation, sensing that he is maybe behind, is actually going to be pushing out for a 3rd base, so quite risky here. And I mean, NaNiwa does definitely know about it, but I feel like it's not a huge risk, because generally with this sort of Protoss play, you don't really want to move out and do a massive attack until a little bit later on. You're talking about the 15-minute mark or something like that. It's very much sort of top-heavy tech first, and once you got your tech options out, then you actually start to get a ton of gateways. So here we go, we got the ton of gateways already, 6 gateways, and then you really start to build the army. So you get the tech first, then you get the army, and right now he's doing pretty good. 1, 2, 3 dropships coming in, so he's going to go for another 2-pronged attack, I think, and actually it's going to be a lot heavier hitting. He's actually warping in some stuff over here, so worried a little bit about dropships, but this is going to be a lot more dropships than he was expecting. This one Marine over there dragging the main force away, the dropship's coming down, and NaNiwa starting to realise that this force is going to own him quite badly. He does not have Zealot speed. Nexus overcharge is going to help, but a lot of workers are going to die here, and he just does not have the units he needs. One reinforcing Colossus is going to help quite a bit and scare these guys away. Meanwhile, the main Protoss force moving in here, going to knock this away quite easily. He does have Blink. It looks like, choosing to get that before Zealot leaks. And yeah, so far he's been holding things off quite nicely, but Innovation does have the advantage in terms of army size, I feel like. And I don't know if he just puts his army together, it's possible that he can make this work, but NaNiwa looks like he might get a sick flank off here, hitting both of these guys. The Vikings are going to be a little bit of a problem, but there's only 2 of them, only 1 now, and this Colossus actually getting knocked out, so the flank not quite working beautifully. He just knocks out one side of the flank and runs away from the second side, choosing to drop off on the top section, and his ability to load his units into the medevacs nice and quickly is really saving him from losing a lot, and is actually allowing him to really dictate where NaNiwa's army is. You can see he pulled it beautifully away, and now he's going to go in, have a crack, and try and take this base out, but NaNiwa has been excellent in terms of just warping in units wherever they're needed, so even when his army is completely out of the way, he still does a great job. And yeah, just got that medevac taken out. Absolutely beautiful. And so far, Innovation doing some great double-pronged attacks, but NaNiwa has been holding them off quite nicely. And let's take a look at the upgrades actually. He's got 1-1, as does Innovation, so they're both on 1-1. Innovation just starting 2-2. NaNiwa actually getting 2 armor and is pretty much finished, so we can expect him to start going on 2 weapons, sorry, very, very soon. And it looks like he's definitely ready to start doing some pushes in here. So, I mean, he's only got 2 Colossus, I feel like. We'll have to see if that's enough. But yeah, this very Marauder heavy army is actually going to be doing quite well. He's actually moving the SCVs out, so that's never a good sign when you have to take your SCVs out and start attacking. But so far the Stalker's doing a great job at putting out the DPS and just being that extra line of defense to protect the Colossus. And the Colossus just pretty much unmolested so far. They're starting to take some heat now, but some reinforcing Zealots going to try and keep them alive. And very, very nice micro from those medevacs. But is he going to go, and is he going to take out this third base? I do not know. He's sending the Zealots in just to hit a whole lot of workers and stuff. Not really that many workers, but still going to be hitting some stuff. He's not going to commit his full force though. He's going to take these guys back. And he's actually going for some High Templar tech as well. So very interesting, but yeah, I mean, Innovation, I feel like he's getting Vikings, but he's not getting enough Vikings. I mean, he's right now, he's got the second starport up with the reactor, which is good, but he needs to be getting a lot more Vikings right now, because typically you want 3, at the very least you want 3 Vikings per Colossus. 4 is probably a safer number. 4 is a lot safer, but 3 definitely going to be at the minimum. And if we have a look at the units right now, we've got 4 Colossus, 4 Vikings, so he is woefully behind on the Viking numbers that he needs. And I mean, the Stalkers are going to make that worse, and no question at all that the Stalkers are going to make it a lot harder for the Vikings to do their job. But that is why you need so many Vikings. Even if there were no Stalkers, you would still need that many Vikings to hit the Colossus before they do the damage. It's not only killing them, it's killing them fast, because they do so much damage. You do not want to let them just attack. And yeah, the Viking count for Innovation right now, definitely not what it needs to be. And the Vikings just falling apart right now, and the Storm's hitting everything. But these Colossus up the backside, just so strong. They really are the cornerstone of this Protoss army by NaNiwa, and they're just absolutely destroying everything. I mean, the Terran player stimming all the time probably isn't helping, and those Storms definitely did not help at all as well. But overall, the Colossus by far were the deciding factor in that battle, and the fact that Innovation did not go balls to the wall on getting those Vikings out is just, I feel like that was really a deciding factor in that final battle. Just not enough Vikings to deal with the Colossus. And in the end, it cost him the game. So congratulations to NaNiwa for a extremely good victory there. I suppose it's a bit of luck on his part that Innovation did not get the decent Viking numbers, because if he did, I feel like NaNiwa would have had a lot more of a fight on his hand. You see, he even got the whole bunch of High Templars in. He was expecting a lot of Vikings. He was expecting his Colossus to go down quite a bit. So that's why he had the High Templar out there to sort of help that situation. But, I mean, he used them, and they did some good storms, but in the end he didn't really need them, because the Colossus were still pretty much unmolested and still did a fantastic job. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this game. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for another Daily Masters tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later.